Greetings and gratefulness and health and happiness to all within the sound of my voice. The healing frequencies, it's like water. No, the air is nothing but water. It's mostly water. And what it does, it aligns the atoms and make them all one because it's a lot of discordant energy. So you want to affect the ones closest to you. That's why you use your water, energize it with a dash of salt, which represents the earth, and a drop of oil. Cast oil for intensity and olive oil for peace. You have to have a pure heart to partake of these rituals, to benefit from them. So I share this with all. Some will benefit and some will not. They're not ready for it yet. It's just a beautiful queen here. This is from my imagination. This is how I saw her in my dream, especially with the turquoise. Some people should not wear turquoise. If you're not of the ancient line, that's not your color. I saw a woman with turquoise on who wasn't of our tribal line. And I said, man, what a autocracy. And she told me, oh, a sister helped her dress, choose those colors. I said, that even worse, because she don't know. Yeah, we're the real Turks. That's our color, turquoise. I want to talk briefly about family, and I'm addressing a question some brother, actually a family that sent me about things they're going through in a community where, let's put it like this, they're outsiders. Yeah, most of us are outside of our real communities. And these are things that let you know that you be considered a stranger among them or you're not wanted. So as soon as possible, you want to see. That's why we're cleaning up our communities now, because it's time for us to return. Those who have not. So Orange Man, as they call him, is really doing a service for us. He really is. He's working for us. Because we've been in office for decades and things got worse and worse. So we can't claim the problem we created, or they created. We multiplied it. We had to get somebody in there who respected to do work. And Donald, Orange Man, he's the one to do it. Now, if you're in a community and this community is SLS, by the way. He call me Kaiser Schulte. Kaiser Melchizedek. Whatever Kaiser fits you. SLS is staying in a light community. Name was given to us. Now to continue, if you're in a community and let's say you misplace something and you looked all over your house for it. Matter of fact, you took your time. You look a couple of 2 or 3 days. You look for it because you didn't think you really would lose it. Then you go to the businesses you have frequented and check with them. Now you begin to get a little worried because you don't want to replace all those cards and identification. So the last resort, you go to the neighbors because they're not of your family. You don't really want to approach them for anything. And he said, "Oh yeah, yeah, we have it. We found it." So they allow you to go for a week in turmoil. Why? I don't know why they do things like that. I think they think it's a weakness to show empathy or concern. Now, if you with your family, they just come over and tell you, "Hey, we found this. We know it belongs to you because we see your name in the paperwork." They wouldn't wait for you to come and ask them. That's a part of a superiority complex, I think. It's sickness. You want someone to always come to you for something. It's they see. I guess that's the way they see it. They see it as weakness for them to go to you because they lose their status as being the high mighty. I don't know how these people think. That's why I asked them last. I didn't want to go to them for anything. Just because of that. So we go to them last. I'm using this for an example. Because this is what you told me. This is why you went to them last. Because you didn't really want to be bothered with them and their attitudes. And they told you they found your information. But they didn't have the decency to come and tell you they found it. They waited for you to come to them. Isn't that a sickness? That's a sickness, I'm telling you. Why would you have to wait? Why would you wait for someone to come in? If you have something that don't belong to you, you're supposed to return it to the person. This shows you how they operate on a high level. Because they have everything they have is stolen from us, especially the land. So this is how they operate. They're not just going to come and give you the land back. They know it's yours. They know it. They're not going to come and give it back to you. You got to demand it. You got to take it legally using their own laws, which they didn't use. They just took it and then created laws against taking it. After they took all they want, after they did all the dirt, then they made laws against it. To make sure you can't do what they did. So they're telling us all the time how to operate with them. You can operate like them. They did not operate under law. They create law to prevent you from coming against them. And I'm talking coded because it's not a racial thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's not a color thing. So don't get hung up on color and complexion. These are spiritual wars we're fighting. And as far as the scheduling, I decided to let the schedule find itself, follow spirit. When spirit tells me to come on here, I come on. Because when I give notice, sometimes the enemy waiting for me. He said, okay, I'm gonna wait for him. I know he come on at this time, just to cause disruption. So in the warfare, you never let the enemy know what you're doing. So I let the Spirit dictate the schedule. He let me know when to come on. And that's where I've been operating for years. But I had complaints that some people said I wasn't being consistent, so I tried to go by a schedule. No, that's not our ways. We don't operate like that. And I'm glad that I learned that you can't try to follow the ways of the enemy. He has to have a schedule because his time is so limited. He has to be on schedule because his wickedness is so great. You create time. You have all the time in the world. You don't need a schedule. You operate off a spirit. He has to try to create some order because he is disorder. That's what scheduling means. You trying to create order. If you're order in your mind and spirit, you don't need to create anything. You are order. When you come on, that's the time you're supposed to come on. Because the people who will be able to listen to you live will be available. The enemy is not on alert to do his devilment. And I was looking at the 5 attributes of the family, and I finally made sense of them because they start at beast, like 4-legged beasts being their best friend, and then dragon. And these people love them some dragon. They love dragon. It's a symbol of prosperity in our culture. Then you have devil. There's nothing good you can say about devil. The divider, the deviation from the norm. And the highest among them, the one who he works for, his superior is Satan, and he's in you. Always got something to say. And if you don't know how to speak back to him or her, you will ruin your life. And you run it and then ruin it. Because you don't know how to address Satan. You need the Luciferian idea to bring the light in. See, everything been given a bad name. The ones who are for you, they made them evil. The ones that are against you, they made them good. So we have to reorient our thinking. You can only do this by research, your own research. Nobody else's research is going to help you. That's why you do your own research, because somebody else's research is for them. That's why you can't believe what somebody tells you. It satisfies their mind. You have to do more to satisfy your mind. Thank y'all for coming in. You know the drill. Share, subscribe, comment, and like. Oh, I love you to like me.